Welcome back to One Big Table. Special guest for the day is beautiful eggplant. Grown with love and passion by your favorite farmer, here is an easy recipe that will just surprise you. Back home, very few vegetables have found their way to the dinner table the way that humble eggplant has. But here in Canada, people are still getting a little bit accustomed to it. Well, I hope this simple recipe will help you love this beautiful, shiny, purple vegetable as much as I do. But first things first, we're gonna need to slice our eggplant, season it, and allow it to sit for maybe 10 minutes or so. The eggplant tends to hold a little bit of bitter water inside, and seasoning is gonna allow that water to come out and get rid of the bitter flavor. So whenever you're working with eggplant, this will be the first step. You're gonna slice it, you're gonna season it, and you're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes or so. But I forgot to tell you what we're making. What we're making is a panko and Parmesan crusted eggplant with a raw tomato basil sauce. Simple to make, wonderful ingredients that work beautifully together, and a great way to use all these beautiful local ingredients that are at their peak at this time of the year. While the eggplant is resting, we're gonna work on our tomato sauce. Fresh tomatoes, basil, a little olive oil and garlic, we know they work perfectly together. And find the most ripened ones. They're gonna be sweeter and all lots of flavor. And all kinds, they don't have to be all the same. I have just a nice clove of garlic, and I'm just gonna take maybe a quarter of it. Just a small piece. And of course, some beautiful basil. There. I'm just gonna add my tomatoes, my basil, my garlic, a nice pinch of salt, and I'm gonna give it a quick buzz. The tomatoes are gonna break down and make into a beautiful sauce. But I wanna add a little bit of richness. So I'm gonna slowly drizzle in about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Our eggplant is ready. We're gonna prepare a quick breading station now. I have a couple of eggs from my chickens. About a quarter cup of Parmigiano Reggiano. And of course, using a good quality Parmigiano will help you making a really wonderful recipe. Looks good. I'm gonna add a cup of Panko to my Parmigiano Reggiano. The Parmigiano Reggiano is gonna add a wonderful texture and a beautiful salty flavor to our crusted eggplant. Just shake off any excess egg and then dust it in your Parmesan and Panko mixture. Simplicity is always the best way to get you acquainted with a vegetable you're not familiar with. And I truly hope that this simple, crunchy and tasty appetizer will do just that for you. In the meanwhile, we're gonna get our pan hot. We're gonna add just a nice drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. My heat is set on medium. The olive oil is hot. The eggplant is ready. So let's get cooking. And I can smell the cheese as the eggplant is frying. And this is just a simple, beautiful combination. The Parmigiano, tomatoes, eggplant. it's just beautiful and perfect. Make sure a couple of things. Make sure you don't overcrowd your pans with too many eggplant rounds, and also make sure that your oil is hot. If your oil is not enough, it's not hot enough, then it's going to tend to absorb a lot of the oil and become a little bit greasy, and we want to avoid that. About 3 or 4 minutes per side, you're going to notice a nice golden crust forming on the side. When that is formed, then you can turn your eggplant around. Nice and crispy on the outside, creamy in the inside. This is a truly delicious appetizer. And don't forget to give it a quick taste check before you serve it to make sure that they're just right. It's crunchy on the outside, it's creamy in the inside. The tomato basil flavor of the sauce really brings out the beautiful flavor of the eggplant. And it's just a perfect appetizer. Remember to make your plate look pretty, because we do eat with our eyes as well as with our stomach and our palate. Hey, Parmigiano! Ayo! And just another sprinkle of Parmigiano Reggiano. So here it is, another locally inspired dish. Simple to make and really flavorful, so that next time you go visit Farmer Jeff at Old Meadows Farm, you'll be able to pick up a few eggplants and you know exactly what to do. Thank you for watching, arrivederci. Rebecca, è pronto?
Quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna, come te viene in capo di I love you.